It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NHL.
Keller relays one back to Sergachev across. Uyghur, a wrister off a stick. Rebound ends up in the net. The Mammoth get a bounce, and it's the top line cashing in to tie the game. Utah makes some changes as the Golden Knights try and get this out. They cannot. Gunther, a one-timer, and he scores! Utah's master marksman delivers, and it's Dylan Gunther's first Stanley Cup playoff goal. Dylan Gunther moving in. Gunther with a burst of speed towards the net. Shoots! Rebound! And they score! Logan Cooley gives Utah the lead in period 3. The kids are all right.
And the Utah Mammoth get the win 3-2 in Las Vegas. This series tied 1-1. PK Logan Cooley. He's young, he's inexperienced, but 2 goals in his first 2 playoff games, a game winner. Awfully good start.
Oh, yeah, the kid's all right, mommy's all right, daddy's all right, everything is all right.
A series that we were told would be 2-2 after 4 games is 1-1 after 2 games, coming back to Utah. Mackenzie Weegar, that was a fortunate bounce there. Dylan Gunther, the one-timer, well, he's done that actually dozens of times. That was right in his wheelhouse, both literally and figuratively. So, how'd you like that last 6 minutes? That feel pretty tense? We always hear about playoff hockey. It's the best. Feel the tension in the place?
I had no tension. To me, it's sports, but not really. I don't think in hockey, because things happen so fast, it's not like dribbling a basketball or fouling off 3 pitches and the intensity builds. I just think that you go for 60 minutes as hard as you can, and whatever happens is something that happens.
They will go again Friday night, Game 3 at the Delta Center. Elsewhere, Tampa Bay beat Montreal 3-2 in OT, so that series is 1-1. Boston, this time they protect the lead. They beat Buffalo 4-2. That series is 1-1. And Colorado beats the LA Kings 2-1, and they are up 2-0 in that series. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
San Antonio Spurs star Victor Wenbanyama has a concussion after a face-first fall. He played just 12 minutes of the Spurs playoff game with the Blazers. And with him limited to just 12 minutes after that concussion, the Blazers were able to win the game 106-103. That series is now tied 1-1. And Victor is TBD for Game 3. Concussions, historically, a week to 10 days, but everyone is different. We'll see what they do with him.
Okay.
A major loss. It makes me think, I saw an interview a couple weeks ago with Stacey King, PK, who won 3 titles with the Bulls in the first Jordan three-peat, and now he's a Kings broadcaster, and he was asked about the MVP. And he said, well, there's 3 players who are head and shoulders above the rest of the league. He said, but if the word is valuable, he says, if you take SG off Oklahoma City, they're probably still top 4 home court in the first round. He said, if you take the Joker off of the Nuggets, he said they're probably a play-in team, probably between 7 and 10. But he said, no, I think if you take Wenbanyama off the Spurs, he said, I'm not even sure they could make the play-in. He's the most valuable as team. All of them are awesome, but the other teams have more players around them. So there's the Spurs without Wenbanyama and a playoff loss.
Yeah, I think Stacey King is with the Bulls, not the Kings. But
sorry, yes, the Bulls, yes.
Unless his name was Stacey Bulls, that'd be cool.
Nope, no. Stacey King with the Bulls, sorry. And we watch these playoffs through the lens of the Jazz and a rebuild, and how good can the young guys be, and how soon can they be good? And how about VJ Edgecombe? 30 points, 10 rebounds, number 4 pick in the draft, rookie. Look at him get it done.
I think that's what we were talking about, but I believe, not to continue to correct you, but I believe Edgecombe was the 3rd pick of the draft. Connie Knippel was 4th.
You're right.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, how the teams that drafted ahead of the Jazz with Ace Bailey, would any of those teams want to trade? Seems like and Dylan Harper's with not getting as much opportunity because the Spurs have a little bit of a decent backcourt there. And Edgecombe was right there as well as anybody that as far as there'd be no way that Philly would say, unless you can get Cooper Flagg, but I mean, that's not irrelevant because he wasn't available when Philadelphia drafted. And so these guys seem to be all satisfied with their top 5 picks. And that's pretty good. If you redrafted, well, it's only been 1 year, so it didn't really count, but it looks like in 5-10 years, if you redraft, who knows what's going to happen. But all these guys would be satisfied. And Edgecombe had the NBA body and is making an impact right off the bat. They've got to be excited. They've got to be ecstatic that they were able to get him.
Philly beats Boston 111-97, so that series is 1-1. And the Lakers beat the Rockets again, 101-94. LeBron had another big game. Durant did play in this one, but the Lakers still win. 101-94.
Oh, yeah, I think it was all about the backcourt of Smart and Kennard. They were like 16 of 26 and 8 of 13 from 3. If they're going to play like that, then it doesn't matter who you don't have. I don't know that they can play like that a lot, but good for them that they did it 2 games in a row, particularly Kennard.
Orlando at Detroit tonight, 5 o'clock. Orlando won the opener in that series. Phoenix at Oklahoma City at 7:30. And the Thunder rolled in Game 1 in that series. So there's your playoff doubleheader tonight. DJ and PK.
This podcast is sponsored by IQ Bar.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and 0 weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top. Hashtag NFL.
Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, former Orem High and BYU star, will be a full participant in the team's offseason program, according to Sean McVay, the head coach. Puka checked himself into rehab earlier in the offseason. He's been hit with a lawsuit by a woman alleging he made an unprovoked anti-Semitic statement and later bit her on the shoulder. So the legal stuff will continue, but Sean McVay says Nacua will be with the Rams.
Put your teeth on my shoulder. Woo! Not to say that happened, but I just want to change the lyrics and sing that song.
Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders says the Browns' new OC Todd Monken has brought a new vibe and a new energy to the franchise. Sanders splitting first-team reps with Deshaun Watson, currently in Cleveland.
Way to go.
Patriots coach Mike Vrabel told reporters, I've had some difficult conversations with people I care about, my family, the organization, the coaches and players, in the aftermath of the photos of him with NFL reporter Diana Rossini in a hot tub published by the New York Post.
Yeah, you're not going to get me to have any interest in that story. And to continue on the correction, Todd Monken is the head coach, not the OC for the...
Former Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin will be working as a studio analyst for NBC Sports this fall. Longtime coach going to the TV booth, just like Cowher did. Different network, but...
I think he's going to go... do the draft right in hometown. It's in Pittsburgh. Or as they're calling it, Pittsburgh. Get it? Pittsburgh.
Oh, draft humor. Cool. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
Indiana coach Curt Cignetti said he'd overseen a defense-dominated spring the past few weeks as the Hoosiers try to repeat after a perfect season and a national championship. He said they have more depth and more talent this year.
I think he's trying to set a tone. We're better than we were last year and trying to get his guys to believe it.
Pretty difficult to repeat what they just did. We'll see how close they get or if they pull it off.
Well, I mean, they don't have to go perfect to win it all.
No, seems like most champions lately haven't. Ohio State the year before didn't. I guess Michigan did, so 2 of 3 recently. But there have been plenty of one-loss teams. And the president, Donald Trump, repeating his call for Congress to pass legislation that would rein in college sports at a time athletes are allowed to move freely and command salaries that stagger some of us. He made the comments as more than 100 athletes from 7 different teams were at the White House celebrating NCAA championships in 2025.
I would go to the White House to celebrate no matter who was in charge.
Yep.
Might be the only time I get there. And I've never been there. That would be cool to be in that facility, in that structure, in that crib.
Huh. I was in it once when I was in high school, the East Wing that's been torn down now. I wish I remembered more of it. But I remember the long wait in security to get in, and now with security, you don't even get as close as you used to. So, DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Well, the Mets had the lead at home against Minnesota, but Minnesota comes back and wins the game 5-3. So that's 12 straight losses for the Mets. Combination of bad baseball, and bad luck, PK. I mean, 12 in a row, you'd think they'd win one. Even if they weren't very good, you'd think they'd occasionally pull out a game here or there. This is a massive streak.
The longest since 2002 for them.
And because we're all talking about the Mets, nobody is really talking about the Phillies, who've lost 7 in a row. They were beaten by the Cubs, who've won 7 in a row. 2 teams going opposite directions in the last week here. And Schwarber went deep, and Harper hit a 2-run homer, and it wasn't enough, and the Cubs win 7-4.
And the Royals had lost 8 in a row, but they broke that streak. It's amazing, streaking. Giants
beat Yamamoto 3-1. Dodgers held to 1 run on 3 hits.
Fire Dave Roberts.
I don't think so.
Extend Dave Roberts.
Give him another week. You know, for all the high-scoring games we have seen in Denver, a 1-0 game there. That was a little surprising. And load management for Miller. They didn't bring him out of the bullpen with his long scoreless streak.
And the run came on a bases-loaded walk.
Yeah. A 2-out rally. And there was a double, I think, to get it started, but they had a hit by batter hit by a pitch and then a walk.
Man, I can never get anything past you. You always have explicit detail beyond what I said.
I messed up multiple times.
Did we really need to know how the bases were loaded?
You've got multiple things past me. Clearly.
I can pick some obscure thing, and I'll say something off the top, and then you'll fill in with 17 details. We got it. You know sports.
The Bees beat Las Vegas 8-5 last night. Game 2 in their series tonight.
Right. Rodriguez hit that double up the gap, man. It was unbelievable.
I got nothing to add. Coverage on the KSL Sports Zone will start at 7:50 with Tony Parks on the call. That game will be on 1280 The Zone. The FM signal 97.5 will have the RSL game. So more games tonight right here on The Zone, family of stations. DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
Lionel Messi brings all his celebrity and all his star power to Utah tonight. Enter Miami and RSL at America First Field. First kick set for 7:30. Coverage will start at 6:30. RSL 4 home games, 4 wins. Can they keep it rolling? They have never won 5 in a row at home to open the season before. Can they do it tonight against Lionel Messi?
Well, this is going to be most exciting moment for you in your soccer play-by-play career, is it not?
Most exciting. They've had some pretty exciting moments getting in the playoffs, but, man, there's never been celebrity and star power like this.
Right, hence your most exciting moment.
Yeah. DJ and PK.
#golf.
PGA Tour CEO Brian Rolap says the PGA will consider additional pathways to bring back LIV Golf players who might want to return to the circuit. LIV Golf reportedly in financial peril. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund considering pulling its huge financial investment in the upstart tour. I love this additional pathway. PK, won't they just create some rules and do whatever they have to do to get the stars back? DeChambeau and Rahm, obviously the two biggest names.
Yeah, I think the tour can survive without those guys, but if they wanted to have them come back, I mean, the LIV, it's just like the USFL and all these other leagues that try to compete with the big ones. It doesn't work. It goes for a little bit, and then it peters out.
What is Trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Evan Brennan, NFL certified contract advisor and agent at the JL Sports Agency, is going to join us coming up at 8 o'clock to preview the draft in Pittsburgh. And Kurt Schmidt, Real Salt Lake Chief Soccer Officer, at 8:30 to talk about tonight's game with Messi. Plus, it's a Win Tickets Wednesday. We have tickets to see RSL and Portland May 2nd at America First Field. We'll give those away coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. DJ and PK, the question of the day is next.
Catch the NBA playoffs on Sling TV, the most flexible live TV streaming service, putting consumers in control to watch games their way with flexible subscriptions. Want to catch one game or a full series on ESPN? Grab a 1, 3, or 7-day pass. If you want to catch as many games as possible, get a monthly subscription with our ABC, NBC, and ESPN combo package. Either way, Sling lets you watch the playoffs your way with no long-term contracts. Learn more at sling.com.